Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. We're here for episode number 115. My name is Christian Dragonetti, and unfortunately, ladies and gents, no Joel Mitchell this week, but we've come in with one of our Hall of Famers, and honestly, considering the times, it's probably the best time to get him in on his own. Marcus Raptopoulos joins me. Marcus, how you doing?
Good, thank you, Drags. Literally a Hall of Famer up on the wall behind Drags.
On the wall.
On
That's
the wall. No CBN, but that's okay.
No.
You're getting an upgrade this week.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you do need coaching lessons or anything like that, be sure to go and check out Marcus. We'll leave all his descriptions down in the all his details down in the description below. Mate, how you been?
Been great. Like obviously Joel's been through Q School. You guys have spoken about it quite a bit recently on the podcast.
Yep.
And we'll dive into that a little bit today about my point of view. I caddied for Joel for the 4 rounds, sorry. Thank God it wasn't 4 weeks. But no, since then, school holidays, things have been good. A lot of kids around the golf club, a lot of people playing. Unfortunately, we're coring out greens this week, so it's a little bit quieter. But yeah, things are looking good. Weather's finally turning as well.
Yes.
Hints of autumn. I know Joel isn't here, but he wants to bring up weather.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So, yeah.
No, that's it, mate. And yeah, no, obviously Rosanna is closed this week.
Yeah.
But you guys do it, I don't want to say properly, but you do it well in the sense that you're very happy to pull the trigger on shutting the joint down.
I guess like our greens are quite old. They've never been ripped up as far as I'm aware. So I think they're quite old and they need to be done regularly.
Okay.
That's like the ground staff need those 3 days.
Okay.
And it gives the course a rest too.
Yeah.
Like there's so many rounds being played. It'd be the same as Heidelberg. If you get the course to have a chance to be closed for a couple of days, it does wonders to the traffic and the wear of the course.
And I suppose the worst outcome of all that is a couple of members who like to moan and groan about it being shut. Well, if that's all you got to cop, then well.
And we've pretty much been doing this strategy since COVID. When we do our major course, it's been 3 days.
Yep.
In autumn and spring.
Yep.
And I think most people would just know that now. They book their holidays around it. They get reciprocals when they can.
Yeah, cool.
For this week. So there isn't as many complaints as it used to be in the past. But I don't work in the shop anymore, so I don't hear it as much as I probably used to as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you are coaching full time, and we'll get stuck into that a little bit later, because one thing that's happened over the last 2 years that we've been getting you on this podcast is that we always say we're going to talk about your coaching, and we very rarely do because we get Q School in the way or anything like that. But a large reason for that is the blonde-headed Yahoo that normally sits in the chair that you're in today getting in the way.
He definitely does.
He definitely does. So now that he's pissed off playing pro-ams up in Sydney, we can spend some time, just the two of us, and really get stuck into what we want to get stuck into.
Oh, fantastic.
But first, Rapta, you lucky bastard, had a round out at PK today.
Oh, recent rounds. Oh, yes. Played the South Course this morning.
Lovely.
With some Rosanna members, the Haskell boys regularly.
Oh, nice.
And Brucey Wills. I don't know if you know Brucey, but
I've heard the name.
Brucey's a great fella. Played all right. A little bit like Joel's been complaining with his driver. I'm hitting driver good. I'm hitting the middle a lot more often, but I've just got a bit of a two-way miss. And as you know, around PK, you just can't afford to miss the fairway there.
Yeah.
So most of those pickups come from off the tee.
Yeah, you can't afford a one-way miss, let alone a two-way miss at PK.
And like, I said traditionally hit a bit of a heel cut. I'm hitting the center. So when I hit the center, I just go straight and you're expecting it to cut and you're aiming at the left shit.
Yeah.
It's straight into it.
Straight into the left shit.
And then you aim right, thinking you're going to hit it straight, and you fade it. And you're like, yep. And it's only a small amount, but it's
enough.
It's enough there. It's enough there to really hurt it. But play good golf, plenty of birdies. So it's very Rapta golf.
Nice.
It's very Rapta golf. So
very good.
What it is.
I wanted to ask, and before we move on, Joel recently pinched your shaft out of your driver.
Yes.
How have you replaced it?
I've gone back to my VF. So I have a VF in my 2-iron.
Mm-hmm.
When I was originally fitted for GT, I got fitted into GT3 with the VF shaft. And definitely not the Titleist fitters guys. Not their fault. It was just my fault. I just wasn't swinging it great at that time, and it didn't work. Probably on the day, it was like, okay, we have a plan. We're going to work on creating a shape that you like, and this is the tools to do it. And I just never went down that path.
Okay.
So I went back into the GT2 for a bit more forgiveness, tried a different shaft. And Joel didn't actually pinch it. It was, we were working on the range together, and I was like, let's try a stronger shaft.
Yeah,
so
okay.
I'll give you mine. And I have a little bit of a thought right now. I was just speaking to him on the way in. we might work on some things on Thursday when he's back.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe trim the shaft a little bit. Like he's consistently striking it well, but just a bit heely. So I'm thinking maybe shortening it will help him a touch. But
Like-
yeah, a couple of things to experiment. Just
Quarter inch.
15th.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Just to move that strike a bit back into the center. But for him, it was an interesting talking point chatting to him. He's been having that two-way miss for a little bit. And now it's just a straight block or it's a little draw. And today it was just back to that little fade. I'm like, I think that's just your, subconscious. You don't want to see the ball go left.
Yeah.
You don't want to snap hook it. So although the swing's getting better and you're starting to trust in the back of your mind, you're going, just club face open, just a touch, just to make sure you steer it away from that danger. So I think he's starting to trust it. He's starting to believe in the swing. Definitely Q school, he went well with the driver. It was probably only one bad hole, rough start, but one bad hole for the last 3 rounds.
Yeah.
That he struggled. But yeah, things are coming up. And with GTS launch pretty soon, he'll get fitted soon. You guys spoke about it last week. I think it's going to be hard to take him away from his 2-on. He loves it, which is completely fine. Happy to accept maybe one club that stays. But like you said, I don't think it's going to be a massive change for Joel.
Yeah.
It's just going to be updating the heads.
Yeah.
That 8-iron is absolutely battered.
Yeah, he was saying.
Oh, it's shocking. I don't know how he looks at it.
Yeah.
But I think changing driver as well and change that philosophy on how he's manipulating the swing might do him some good too.
I think so too. Yeah. And look, when he starts talking about getting new clubs and all that kind of stuff and going to see Duds, I know that Duds is going to put him in the best kit available.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know that, being a bit of a range rat back in the day and a bit of a magpie at the best of times, the new shiny stuff always works better.
Definitely.
So it's not a matter of, I feel like I come from the school of, it doesn't matter how bad you are, new clubs will make it better.
Okay.
So I think it's a confidence thing.
Treat. Yeah, confidence.
Confidence.
Yeah.
It's nice to treat yourself.
Yeah.
And it'll just make you feel a little bit better inside about what you're playing with.
Yeah, definitely.
Because when you start to swing it poorly and get poor results out of the equipment, you start looking at it with a bit of a gloomy look about it, and it's just not great.
Yeah, definitely.
So, no, very good. So my most recent round was today as well, a Nardio. Played at Heidelberg with a couple of new lads I've never played with before.
Look good on the story you posted.
Oh, mate, the joint's in
good.
unreal nick at the moment.
Yeah.
They really cut the greens down like short on Friday in preparation for the weekend. I don't really want to talk about the weekend. It was shit.
That wasn't your recent round, so that's fine.
No, correct.
Yeah.
But we did have our, it's called King of the Mountain. It's a one-off day that we do, and it's sort of like to celebrate the Masters. Okay. And they trick the course up. They put the pins in the corners, and the tee boxes are all the way back in different suburbs. It's like they trick it out.
It's the hardest it plays all year.
It's the hardest it plays all year, but you don't get any relief in terms of extra slope ratings or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just a standard black
course.
It's
just a standard black course. So we had that on the weekend, and only 3 players beat the handicap.
Yeah.
Which is that's the greenskeepers thing that they hang their hat on, is that on King of the Mountain, no one plays well.
Yeah.
So we all stunk it up. But today, after seeing you for a lesson on Thursday, just have a little tune up like I discussed last week I was going to have. Saturday went to shit because it was really hard to put those changes into place. But today, managed to do it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Had 30 points, playing off 2, and a lot of soft bogeys. I think I made 6 straight bogeys or 5 straight bogeys.
Yeah, around the front 9.
Yeah, it was end of the front 9, start of the back.
Yep.
And they weren't anything scary or special or anything. They were just soft. A bit of trouble off the tee, chipping out, can't make it up and down. Or, get to the green, so get to green side, flub it around a little bit because you get a shit lie, can't make up and down. And putting was horrendous today because
very unlike you.
Correct.
Yeah.
Everything was a foot short.
Okay.
Because how the ball was reacting on the greens from distance was exactly the same to Saturday. So I would walk up to the golf ball on the green and hit it like it was Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
But they hadn't been touched. They've just cut new holes and they've let them grow out a couple of days. So they were slower.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time we played at PK North, and it took me 18 holes to figure out the speed.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same.
Yeah. You hold the last putt of the day.
I drained one for birdie on 18 to walk off with 30 points.
There you go.
But no, so obviously, moving in the right direction. Now, I mentioned we had a lesson on Thursday. We'll quickly get into that because we're going to talk about what we've been doing
Yep,
later
let's do
on. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize to take you away from the episode, but if you're enjoying this content and you want more of it, you should hit the subscribe button. It's a big red button right down below. All our links are in the description as well. You can follow us on Spotify, leave us a review, and check out previous episodes.
We're also on Instagram and TikTok. We post reels weekly, maybe a couple times a week. We're also on TikTok as well. When you're viewing those reels or TikTok, be sure to leave a comment. Make sure you like it. Send it to a mate. Tell us we're dickheads. Whatever you want to do, interact with us in some way.
Because if you like us, ladies and gentlemen, and you want us to grow and succeed, we need your support. We need you to like and subscribe and follow us and leave reviews and share it with your friends and leave a comment. Send us a DM. Just tell us Joel's got an ugly head.
It doesn't go unnoticed.
It doesn't go unnoticed. We thoroughly appreciate your support. Thank you. Because I think you'll find this interesting. After Thursday's lesson, you had said that the only real changes we needed to make were just how we were firing the hips a little bit, how we were approaching the golf ball on the downswing, because it was getting a little bit crammed. I was starting to slide a little bit rather than rotate. And you said it's one of two feelings. It's either opening, like shutting the door with the left hip, like Tommy Fleetwood discussed in his video that everyone would have seen online, or it was like that right shoulder to the left shoe.
Yeah.
Right? And I hated the idea of that right shoulder to the left shoe idea on Thursday. It sat better with me thinking of it as like shutting the door with the left hip.
Yep.
Did that on Saturday and nothing worked.
Okay.
Nothing worked with that feeling.
There was text messages.
Oh, yeah.
Probably halfway through your round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After 8 or 9 holes, I was texting Rapta being like, I'm really close to learning how to play left-handed here.
Yep.
Like, this is bad. And I'll continue that story in a minute. So I was talking to you about maybe booking in a lesson today, and we were going to need alarm bells were going off.
Yep.
It was like, we need to send out the search parties to find a golf game because it wasn't there. So much so that like I was, and I hate to say it, I was scared about going out to play today.
Yeah, you didn't want to play.
Didn't want to
play.
play.
And we left our messages last night was, no, go and play and see how it goes.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
Because I was genuinely scared of the golf course today.
Okay.
And I've not been like that for a long time. I didn't know what I was going to bring. I didn't know how I was going to show up. And I just thought, fuck it, just go and play. At the very least, you're not going to speak to these blokes that you're playing with. You don't know them.
Yeah.
Just go be by yourself for 4 hours, hit a golf ball, see what happens. And that's what I did. Got to the driving range this morning and thought, right, well, the left hip shutting the door doesn't work. Let's try this right shoulder to left foot transition. And Raptor, when I say I fucking flushed every ball on the driving range, I could not believe it.
Just couldn't miss it.
I had the feeling dialed in after 3 swings.
Yeah.
And the first thing I noticed was that it was so much easier to release the club head.
Okay.
Moving, like focusing on that right shoulder, getting down into the down position, like that we've discussed.
Yeah.
And I thought, holy shit. And I told myself 2 things. Try the right shoulder to the left foot and don't overdo it.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, great. Don't force it.
Yeah. You still got to play.
Still got to play.
Yeah.
Hit a number of good golf balls on the range, maybe like 25 balls. Go putt. Standing on the tee box with driver. Hadn't hit driver on the range or anything like that. Put the thing behind it, take it away, hit it, and I just see this thing fly dead straight up the right-hand side with like a 3-4 meter draw, middle of the fairway.
Happy day.
And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. 100 out, gap wedge, same thing. Just lasered the flag. Left myself 7 foot, 2-putted. I was like, sweet, good start. Two's a par 3. Hit 8 iron from 140 out. Same thing. Never left the flag.
Okay.
Left myself 8 feet. 2-putted again.
Your danger hole.
Yeah.
Or it has been in the past.
I'm
It's been so
50.
much better
I'm
later.
57 over on that hole in the last year and a half. Like
Yeah.
2 sucks.
And probably 7 over in the last 3 months.
Correct.
So
Correct.
It's been better.
It's been just absolutely lasered this thing, and I'm like, okay, here's one. Like, let's keep going. And then I get to 3 and put one out on 4.
Yeah. Okay.
And I was like, okay, that's what it feels like when you get stuck.
Yeah.
Now we just need to really focus on releasing. And for the rest of the day, it was great. Like I said, made soft bogeys, and they were just dumb decisions. Like, get unlucky, like I said, in a bit of tree trouble off the tee box, or flub it around with a short game. But they're all things that I don't care about.
That's the thing. Like, you came back from your honeymoon, you had a good round,
Mm.
but I think it was always going to be, it had to drop off. because the short game might last once, but that's the first thing that kind of goes.
In
and
fairness,
you feel for putting, you feel for chipping.
Yeah.
It just takes, and as like you said, it's enough just to make a soft bogey, and it turns into another and another, and all of a sudden you felt like you played all right, and you look at the scorecard and go, "I'm 10 over."
Yeah,
and I felt like I've shot 2 or 3 over, but it will come.
That's how
you're just going to start practicing more.
That's how it felt today. And like I said, I'm keen to get back into a routine with SGM on a Thursday. We'll get back into that. I've seen you now. We've got something to work on. And it's kind of given me a little bit of confidence again to just keep going.
Yeah, perfect.
So when last night, literally, like the alarm went off this morning at 6 o'clock to go play at 7:45. And I'm like,
snooze.
Yeah, that too. But also I was just like, look, I literally did the maths in my head. I'm like, right, if I sleep now, pull out of golf and go back to sleep, I'm at sleep for 2 hours maximum. I'm getting up at 8:30.
Yeah, so you'd be walking down the second hole.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I'd be pissed off that I didn't play golf.
Yeah.
Or I get up now and go play, see what happens.
Yeah.
So anyway, we played. We had a decent round. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. But it's something to work on.
That's all right.
That's it. Now, let's
talking about how you felt nervous.
Yes.
For today. Q school. So massive, and I think Joel already spoke about this, but big change in his perception of, I guess like his mentality at the start of the tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So Q school last year, first round, we hit off the 10th set Mooner, and I'm nervous for him.
Yeah.
And he didn't say it, but he kind of looked a little nervous, and especially throughout the playoff. Like he did well to really keep it together in that first stage playoff.
I want to stop you right there for a second because you just mentioned first stage.
Yeah.
How much of a difference did it make this year, from your perspective, not having to go to first stage?
It's definitely a weight off your shoulders.
Yeah.
Because you know you're already there.
You're halfway there.
But also, I think Joel's game's in a point where he could have got through first stage if he had to.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Forget the fact that he could have got through.
Yeah.
The fact that he didn't, obviously is a massive weight off the shoulders.
Yeah.
And I feel like that might have contributed positively to you guys not feeling as nervous as you did.
Definitely. And like you've been there before. It's now his third time. He's second time, second stage, but third time Q school. So you've been there, you've done it. But he's also played all these tournaments over the summer.
Yeah.
Regardless if he made the cut or not, he is becoming more and more comfortable in that environment around these people.
Mm-hmm.
And the people at Q school are in the same position as Joel, where they're either coming through first stage or they went inside that top 70 order of merit.
Yeah.
So he knows he can play against them. He knows he can beat them. They can all beat each other on their best day. It's like, okay, we have top 26 in mind. Let's just play for that.
Yeah.
Nothing silly. I think 3 under or 4 under got their card in the end. So it's just one birdie a day.
Yep.
Nice and simple. He was super calm on the first tee. I didn't even feel nervous for him. I felt pretty calm. And we walked off, and this is the first thing we said. We walked down the hill on the 10th of the South, this Champions course, down this hill up to the next tee box. I'm like, do you feel good? Because I feel good. He's like, yeah, I feel good. I'm like, perfect. We're good from here.
Yes.
I didn't even see the tee ball.
And again, like, obviously not having to go to the first stage is a big thing, but also like, I feel the last couple of times that Joel's been in here and I've said, right, what's the goal for Q school? It's always been, yeah, we want to get a tour card. But also I know, because I've had conversation with him privately where he's like, I'd love a top 10.
Yep. And that's something he never suggested to me.
Yeah.
And I probably wouldn't let him get to that point.
Yeah.
But even texting Luke, he's like, try to work your way up the leaderboard.
Of course.
Because it is a count back.
Yeah.
And when you do get into tournaments, the higher up you are, the better chance you are getting in. Because that category does slip out.
So I think the idea of extrapolating the goal and just going, right, we just need top 26 and ties. What does that look like the last 3 years?
Yeah.
That's the number. Go get it.
Yeah.
Break it the fuck down. And if someone or 3 or 4 people have absolute blinders and run away with it, let them.
Yeah, exactly. We're not there to win it.
You're not chasing them. You're
yeah.
chasing a card, and the card sits at tied for 26th.
Yeah. Ideally, you want to win. Like, the winner does get its own category. It's a couple spots higher. But then 2 to 30th, 26 plus ties. It ends up being the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same category. So if Joel had a good week with the putter, and there's things that come with that, he potentially could have snuck his way into a top 3.
Yeah.
But he just played smart golf. We discussed every shot off the tee into greens.
Mm-hmm.
He goes through his process, and when he's doing that, he's super focused.
Yep.
And just commits to that shot and pulls it off. The only time that he really hit a poor tee shot was when we had to wait on the tee for so long, and we just sort of started chatting with the other guys, and he sort of
lose focus.
We didn't go through our process on that tee ball.
Yeah.
And it was the only time he hit a snap hook all week.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, okay, you learn from that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's your time to go, all right, let's get back into our process, back into our zone and go again.
Of course.
So
you just mentioned that he gets super focused. And anybody who knows Joel on a personal level and understands his personality, his mannerisms, his behavior at times, super focus doesn't come to mind when you think about Joel because he's so blasé.
Yes.
He's so, and we make fun of it all, about all the like tisms and everything that he's got, right? Because he's full of it.
The 80s.
The 80s and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And it's all jokes at the end of the day. But if you knew Joel, you'd probably think the same, right? And it's not to take anything away from him because I've seen it. And I've seen it from the moment I started playing golf with him. He's got that ability to, whether he played off 3 or +3, +5, even at Q school, whenever it was, he's got that ability, whether it's for 4 holes, 1 shot, 18 holes of golf, to just shut the door, lock everybody outside, and just absolutely 100% focus in on what he's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's arguably the most professional thing he does.
Yeah. And
when he does do it properly, it's very hard to break in. It's also hard for him to snap out of at times.
Yeah.
But it's also very effective.
It is very effective, and it's probably the same for most people out there.
Yeah.
If you do ever get the chance to play with Joel, like Saturday, Sunday comp around at Roseanne, which he does play quite a bit for the members, you don't necessarily see that depth of that focus. He is focused. You get to his ball, he does his routine, he hits the shot. But he's so comfortable at Rosanna. He knows the greens. He knows the course. It's not the same. Whereas we went through everything and broke it down into little details. Yeah. Like to the point of we're picking branches on trees of where to start the golf ball, where it's going to land. All right, it's 143 to the pin. We want to hit this 137. Yeah. Like there was nothing near the pin all week. Yeah. Like you said, there may have been 3 shots and they were all inside 100 meters that he targeted the pin. But even still, it's like you're focusing on so many other things. And if, I guess like Tiger spoke about, you be aggressive to your spot. That's what we're trying to do. It's like the pin's just there, but you got this whole big green to hit towards. And it's something that we can all take in to improve our game as well. Yeah. Same with off the tee. But he is very disciplined when it gets to that level. He's been great this year at getting into the gym more. Yes. He's been really disciplined in the gym for the first 3-4 months. And even whilst he's been traveling, he's been able to access a gym. His practice could get a little bit better. Maybe we can all do better with our practice. But his short game was unbelievable at Q School. And from what I've heard, it's been really good this week as well. And that's just come from being down at 15. Yeah. Grinding from 80 meters and in. Yeah. And it's good that he has that because in the past, his practice has been playing. Yeah. Which I personally didn't like. I still think you need to work on that stock yardage and learn those feels. And it's something that's really helped him out at Q School this year.
Well, if you look at, it's been well documented the training regimes that a lot of these top line professionals go through day to day. Yep. Your Tigers, your Rorys, your Scotty Schefflers, their 9 to 5 of a golf routine or golf schedule always involves gym work of a kind, targeted practice like either wedges, putting, short game, or all 3, or irons, or long game, whatever. Then they'll go out for 9 holes, come in, have lunch, right? Do another targeted practice session on something, go out and play another 9 holes, go home. Yeah. Joel, I think, and to what you were saying before, his practice, looked like just a lot of playing. I'm playing Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's my practice. Yeah, that's great. You're going to shoot awesome numbers at Rosanna. But what happens when you've got this shot at this golf course that you don't know how it's going to react? Yeah. You need to just execute the shot. Yeah. So now that it's starting to look like, right, a huge 3-4 hour chunk of practice on short game, putting, whatever it might be, then he goes and plays a few holes, then he can go home happy. Yeah. I like that as a structure more so than just, I'm booked in at 9 o'clock on Monday. Yeah. With Greg, Alan, and Dave.
And it was fine at Heritage when he was there. because Heritage was going through a phase where they weren't as busy as they are now.
Mm-hmm.
So he had 2 courses.
Yeah.
Like, just go play.
Yeah.
But Rosanna, Heidelberg would be the same. Like, it's so busy with tee times. You can't just force
Walk
yourself
out
onto the golf course. It's not like it used to be.
No.
So you got to make the most of the facility that you have, and everywhere's busy. So this goes for everyone. Like, you can't just have a golf course to yourself just because you're a tour player. There's other members out there. So he's been very smart and disciplined about how he practices, which has been good for his time management.
And so what did you feel like, if anything? I mean, you just mentioned that there was very little nerves, if any at all.
Yeah.
What did you yourself look to do differently this year compared to the last couple? Because you've been on the bag. You were definitely on the bag last year. I'm not sure about the first year. Might have been
I did 1 round in the first year.
1 round.
Yeah.
So looking back at those 5 or 9 rounds previously that you've done with him, what was it this year that was different, if anything at all? Was there something different that you focused on yourself?
It is tricky. Like, you're being the caddy, you're being a little bit of a coach, you're being his best mate as well.
Yeah.
So knowing which personality you need for that, I guess 30-second period is important. So the first 9 holes of Q school this year was driver was erratic, back to his old way. It's like, dude, we worked on this 3 weeks ago. Let's get up on the first tee and shift ball position. It's a wide fairway. Just hit it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And flushed it. Like, okay, there's the coaching side. Fix that. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Because he scrapped it around to shoot even par on the. So there's no damage done.
Yeah.
There's no damage done on the front end. And then, 2 holes later, you chip in for 3, you birdie the next. There's a bit of momentum. And all of a sudden, you go from potentially shooting 3 over to shooting 3 under.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's the coaching hat done for the week. Now it's just caddy best mate.
Yeah.
Talk a bit of shit in between shots. Keep the headspace. I think it was pretty good because he didn't play with any Victorians. I think he played with one guy that he knew.
Okay.
Or George was Victorian, but most of them for interstate. So he had me to chat to.
Yeah.
Not necessarily running off chatting to these other guys.
Yeah.
And it kept him quite focused.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I didn't really do too much other than let him putt.
Yeah.
That's his strength. Let him putt and chip. Everything else was kept me in the conversation.
Yeah.
More than before. Because from what I've heard with Blair on the bag, if Joel hits a poor shot, he shuts off.
Okay.
And like he miscut it, Vic PGA doing that.
Yep.
Where Joel's gone, oh no, I'm bubbly, it's fine. And Blair's gone, he just shut off. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Let's keep the conversation the same. Let's keep this pre-shot routine the same. Let's fight back. It's okay to make a bogey. It's completely fine. We did it on 3 of the 4 rounds on 13, which he spoke about with you. Like the tee shot just doesn't suit his eye. There's water right. He desperately wanted to hit a fade with driver off the tee. I'm like, I just can't accept you turning this into a double because there's a penalty area up there.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take a bogey on this hole because we've just birdied one of the 2 par 5s beforehand. So at worst, we're even on the back 9 through 4 holes and we try to find another one on the way in.
Yeah.
So that was the plan for most of the week. And we tried 4 different tee shots and nothing worked. So there's a weakness in his game that we need to work on and improve.
Yep.
And the reality is he probably could have hit that driver better with the fade that he wanted. I just didn't trust it.
Yeah,
I see him do it down the first of Rosanna all the time, but it's in a style for comp when you don't care.
Yeah.
But when there's a bit of pressure, there's the hazard that turns into a double. Then his momentum shifts and his mindset changes down the next hole. That can snowball pretty quickly under a tournament under pressure.
Yeah.
So it was, let's just get it hopefully onto the green. If not green side, try to get up and down, move on. So yeah.
It's interesting you say that because
but if you have that discussion with someone and they go, okay, we can accept it and move on, they can move on.
Of course.
Yeah. If they, for whatever reason, they just go, no, I need to try and make par, and that becomes a double. That's just in the back of your mind for the rest of the day or the rest of the tournament.
And I suppose, circumstances change where you might be chasing a score on a particular hole because it's gettable or because it's downwind or whatever it might be. And then all of a sudden it leads you to making a silly mistake.
Yeah.
And then that compounds.
Yeah, exactly.
And knowing Joel,
knowing all of us, we've all been there.
We've all been there,
yeah.
Right? You think, oh, sweet, let's attack this shot here. It's downwind. I can pull it off. You find this gap that's the size of a dinner plate through a set of trees or whatever, and you're like, I can fucking hit it. No, you can't. You fucking can't. Take your medicine, keep that thing low, and just get it out and play. take your 5, whatever it might be, move on.
Yeah.
Don't turn it into a 6 or a 7.
I did it 3 or 4 times, and you would have spoken to you about this. I think he spoke about it on the podcast. He put himself in a couple fairway bunkers. Both times on the 9th and the 12th hole, both fairway bunkers. And he's like, yep, 48. I'm like, 54.
Yeah.
Like, you just need loft to get it out, man.
Yeah.
I'm not risking this. You trying to edge it another 10 meters closer. You hit the lip, it rolls back to your feet. I don't want to deal with that. And he knew both every time we did it. He's like, I'm not winning this battle. He's giving me higher loft.
Yeah.
Every single time. And then he de-lofted and hit it well.
Yeah.
Because he can do that. But whereas he tries to bite off a bit more than he can chew, I'm just like, I'm not having any of that.
Yeah.
There's a couple of times he went, nah, fuck it, I'm going to hit this shot because I know that's my club and I know that's my shot. And I'm like, okay, as long as you're fully committed to hitting that shot, I'm happy for you to do it. Even if I didn't feel like it was the best choice. But there was probably about 10 occasions over the week where I was like, no, you're using this club and you're hitting this shot and I'm not
accepting
anything else. This is it. This is the best result for a miss, and this is going to be completely fine if you make a bogey out of this situation.
Yeah. And I've had those instances as well. I've caddied for Joel a limited amount of times and in very unassuming events, right? So nothing compared to what you guys have done, the two of you. And I've had those moments with him on the golf course in general where I'm just like, are you sure? Like, are you? And there was one round I caddied for him, and I knew that there was going to happen where he was going to be faced with a scenario where he had to pick the club that he loved the most, and he was going to fight me for it. You know what I mean? And I said to him before the round, I'm like, if that happens, I'm going to ask you if there's any doubt, and if you tell me there's no doubt, I'll back off.
Yeah.
Right. And a few times I'd ask him, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, maybe a little bit of doubt." I'm like, "Sweet, let's change it." There was one time, I can't remember what hole we were, but he had like 150 into a back left pin, favorable wind. And I'm like, and he's like, Drags, this is the number. It's 8 iron.
Give it to me.
It's 8 iron. It's this shape. It's fucking this one. And I'm like, any doubt? And he goes, none whatsoever. I'm like, go.
Yeah, it's a green light at that point.
Green light, go for it.
Yeah.
And it was so clear cut. Like, even I would have been like, yeah, cool, hit the shot.
Yeah.
But like, I still had to keep to the process of any doubt? No, go for it.
Yeah. There was, I reckon he hit 3 chip shots outside of 10 feet for the week.
Yep.
One, we just misread it. He overhit a club into a green, had to chip blindly over a hill to a downhill pin, rolled off the front of the green, got up and down, saved 5 on the holes of par 5. So it was like, okay.
Yeah.
No harm done. One hit, about 10 feet above the hole, dribbler down the hill, goes offline, missed the putt. There's a bogey. But outside of that, stupidly neat with chipping, chipped in twice for the week.
Yeah.
That was half of his 6 under.
Yeah, he said it was
unbelievably well as well.
He said it was, he had chipped in the same amount of times as he made putts from outside 12 feet.
Yeah. And like his perspective on the greens, I think, needs to improve.
Yep.
And I think it's a bit of a game between the guys when they're playing. It's like if someone says, the greens are poor quality or whatever, everyone piles in on it.
Yeah.
It's like they're kind of trying to egg each other on so someone breaks down mentally.
Yeah.
It's like just good karma. I don't think, I'm not superstitious, I'm a little stitious.
Yeah.
There's a bit of karma in it. Like if you think every time you stand over a putt, there's a chance this will go in, hopefully it does.
Yeah.
But if you're standing there thinking the greens are rough and bumpy, it's never going to drop, it's probably never going to drop. You got no confidence on the shot. Yeah. But to his credit, his speed control was unbelievable all week.
Yeah.
He was hitting it to 2-3 feet at worst.
Yeah.
Last hole he 3-putted, it didn't matter at that point. But someone else had a putt similar to him, smashed it through the break. He didn't give it enough. That was probably the one putt that we didn't really chat about. But at worst, he was going to 3-putt from 5 and drop a shot. That's all it was going to be. So
that's it.
I knew at that point it was fine.
Oh, absolutely.
But no. And from all I'm hearing this week up in Leeton and Griffin, he's been chipping very, very well.
Good.
So
very good. And we'll obviously speak to him when he gets back next week, and he'll give us a rundown, I'm sure, and tell us all about how good he is. And I think he had a T3 finish as well in one of the events.
So Leeton, he shot 2 under, 5 under.
Yep.
7 under total, tied 3rd.
Nice.
Jai Picken, I think it is, shot even 10 under.
Whoa.
Yesterday, so it's a win by 2 shots.
Jesus.
Like, okay, with a bogey.
Holy shit. Okay.
Okay. So that's the pro-am though. Like Q school, you're conservative. You're not going to fight every pin. Joel's mentioned that. But pro-ams, it's 2 days.
Yeah.
You got to make money. may as well give it a crack.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you shoot even par or 10 over, you still lose money. So give it a crack.
These are his paydays. Just until the end, like the start of the season, this is where he's going to make some cash.
Yep. And I think he's in a good headspace. He's spoken to me about wanting to line up some sponsors and playing more Pro-Am golf, which has been great from the chats that we've had in the lead up to Q School. I think this is just the next step in his pathway to, finish top 70 in the Auto Merit next year. Maybe start finishing a couple of top 10s, maybe a top 5, like get close to one of those big events.
Yep.
Just, again, more and more experience, feeling comfortable playing under pressure when you know you're close to the lead.
Week in, week out.
And he's going to have that opportunity. And if he's playing like he is, I think he'll have a pretty good summer. But it is so far away.
It is miles away.
We're middle of April, August is the first event. And until you actually get into the rhythm of that, you end up being October, November.
Yeah.
So it is hard. Like you can peak right now at Q School, but can you sustain it for the next 6 months before the season even starts? So
correct.
It is hard.
So then I'll get you to put your coaching hat back on. We just mentioned it is 6 months away, the start of the season. And it's, everyone thinks, great, he's got a tour card, and we do it on the podcast every year, talk about Q School, and then it's, what now, right?
Yeah.
Obviously there's Pro-Ams, and he'll, have a big winter period off golf, play minimal during the really cold months. Minimal competitive golf, I mean. But from your perspective as his coach, what are you thinking of working on with him over the next 6 months until the season starts?
So he has that fitting with duds coming up.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be really important, especially in his long game. Driver, most importantly. Like we said, I don't think there's going to be too much change.
Yeah.
But can we get that driver just fine-tuned and working better? That'll grow his confidence. He's committed to traveling a bit more. So he's spoken about extending his time in Perth in a couple of weeks. I think that's really positive.
Yep.
Then he'll be back for a little bit, goes to Queensland for a couple of weeks. Like there's these swings for the Pro-Am, which is good. He can spend a week or 2 weeks away. And I think that winter period of playing these Pro-Ams is going to give him time to hone in these clubs, make sure the distances are correct and where he wants them to be, and make any slight alterations to what he needs to do. His practice schedule's been good. He just needs to keep on doing it. Gym's been really good as well. So forcing him into the gym's been great. It forces me into the gym as well. So it works both ways.
Yeah.
David Clark's been amazing at helping us with our programs. So
yeah, I've heard great things about Dave.
Yeah, Dave's been spectacular for him. And it's just like, I guess, and what he spoke about in the lead up to Q School is, will he get bored of doing it? But this is what the top 1% do. Yeah. They're so disciplined doing the same thing day in, day out. I've had good chats to a couple of people recently about what separates these elite amateurs to top professionals, or even just any professional at our level of the game, or Joel's level of the game. Elite amateurs get a lot of support, and it's great. They're awesome players. They're probably in their mid-teens, late teens. They're working with Golf Australia, Golf Victoria. You got this team around you. It's awesome. And then you turn pro and your funding gets cut. Well, it's better now, but it used to get cut like what happened to Luke. Now you're on your own. You haven't worked. You haven't got savings. You got to start paying for everything. And that can play in your mind a bit. So there's a lot of elite amateurs that are great and they struggle on the pro circuit. There's a lot of amateurs that aren't great but play really well on the pro circuit.
Yeah.
And I think Joel's just got to figure that out.
Yeah. How
to keep his week busy, plan out his schedules ahead, plan out his practice, plan out his gym.
Yeah.
It's okay to play at Rosanna, maybe play elsewhere if you can. With like I think Nathan's a member at Northern.
Yep.
It's got Christoph at Sullivan. Like just mix it up every now and then.
Yep.
Play with some other people.
Play some good some different courses and get used to traveling around and planning out your days in advance.
Exactly. And I think he's come to terms with that pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Knowing that he has these events lined up. It was awesome. I copied the PGA schedule to ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Like, can you make an effective travel schedule out of this? 30 seconds, done. And it's like, these are the events you should miss because they're too far away from each other and they're not worth the prize money.
Really?
So it's like
to that level of detail.
Yeah. It's like and it's what Joel is basically doing. It's like, go play these 3 events, don't play the next one because it's not worth the prize money. You may as well come back home.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So or it crosses over with another event.
Yeah, correct.
Like, dude, it took 30 seconds.
Yeah. And the whole year's
done from April through to August. It's done.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So just things like that. Just
Fucking technology, eh?
yeah, it's
How
pretty
good's that?
incredible. So
And again, the best part about the next 6 months and even leading into the season is the safety and the security of a tour card.
definitely,
And when I say safety and security, yeah, he's guaranteed 20 starts, let's say, hypothetically, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just 20 starts, it's 20 clear-cut travel plans.
yes,
It's 20 flights booked now.
yep,
Do you know what I mean? Not in October when he's got a week's notice. Hey, by the way, you're second reserve. The other bloke can't make it. You're in.
yeah, exactly.
So it's absolute safety and security in that sense of knowing that he can save some money too,
Yeah.
not paying for stupid shit like expensive flights last minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You know, and that money he can probably put towards, you know, other things like, because first thing that comes to mind for me, upgrading the car.
Yeah.
Getting something a bit more reliable that is not
Reliable, yes,
reliable,
yes.
right?
Get
something
something
that's
Japanese.
a bit something, yeah, Japanese that's a bit bigger potentially that he can, you know, carpool with a couple of the boys and go for a drive up to Sydney rather than flying last minute
yeah,
and hiring a car, which
Yeah.
is worthless, right? So, yeah, it's been super beneficial for him to actually achieve the goal of getting a tour card because it's just going to open up so many avenues for him. Yes, for golf, but also it's going to make life easier.
yeah, definitely.
So, but mate, I'm super wrapped for him, obviously, and I'm wrapped for you because I think it was a big step for you to approach him and take him on full time, which is kind of what you've done. Like you're still coaching everybody else and stuff, and you're still making a wage doing it that way too.
Yeah.
But to turn to him and go, "You're mine.
Yeah,
Don't go anywhere. We need to work on some shit because this is what I want for you too."
I got a HSP out of Q school. That was pretty.
That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
That's nice. Now you
Thanks,
can charge.
Chaz and Blair.
Now you can start charging 10%, mate,
Yeah,
like
that-
everybody else.
Yeah, I know. He didn't win anything at Q school.
That's fine.
Yeah, so I'm not
But when he
gonna-
does,
yeah, when he does,
that's it.
yeah,
So, but no, because yeah, like I said, I'm super wrapped for you because it's been a lot of work. You guys have put in a lot of work.
it has been, and I guess for myself, I love doing it. I'm learning more as I go, and I get to learn from a great player. So regardless if Joel pays me or not, it doesn't me. It doesn't matter. I'm learning so much from him. But like getting him to understand, I've been building a lot of like data points, whether it's shots a hole, using Excel on tracking his rounds, tracking other people's rounds. Like this is what this person does. This is what you need to be doing.
Yeah,
and starting to get him to understand that.
Yeah,
and Luke's been great as well because he's been there and done it.
Yep.
So having that experience to call back onto as well, it's like, okay, here's the pathway we want to go down. And we've seen that with guys like Camp John, who was good player, good amateur player, breaks out to the tour, plays a couple of years, wins last year for the first time. I think he won 3 times this season.
Yeah.
That's like, okay, you go from I want to make a cut to I want to finish top 30 to I want to finish top 5. I want to win events. Oh, I've won an event. I can do it. And now,
you want to start the process again on a new tour.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's a new tour.
Yeah.
So it does take time,
of course,
but you got to give yourself that time. And I think discussions with Joel, it's been okay. Let's give it 4 years and let's give it a real red hot crack to try and get out of the country.
Yeah.
I don't want him to get too distracted with something else, whether it's working part time or coaching part time. It's like, well, did I give it my best shot? No, not really. I could have made that money by playing pro-ams. That's my theory on it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go look back on it and go, yeah, I gave it an absolute red hot crack. I got some great life experience out of it. Worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Got to travel the country and play some of the best golf in really the world. Like we're so lucky with the golf that we have here and the talent that we have here.
I just saw an updated list of the top 100 golf courses. I'm not sure by who, might have been Golf Digest, did a top 100 golf courses of the year. And in the top 25, we had Kingston Heath, Royal Melbourne, and Barnbougle Dunes.
Yeah.
So 3 in the top 25 in the world that I noticed. And I think the Australian might be in there as well. But
Australian's probably in there, but yeah.
New South Wales was in there as well
yeah,
in the top 100.
Yeah.
We are
so
blessed. We are beyond
golf
blessed.
here.
We
Yeah.
are beyond blessed. Mate, it's like I said, he's in such a good position because his team around him.
Yeah.
And I mentioned before that, you know, we're both members of his team, right? You obviously are his coach and his caddy. I'm more support staff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's like I said, Luke and everyone in the pro shop at Rosanna, the whole club at Rosanna are there behind him. Obviously, he's got a great family, comes from a great set of parents. It's just like He's got all the tools.
Yeah, exactly.
Got all the tools
There
and
you
all the
go,
backing.
Do it.
Go and fucking pull the trigger.
Yeah.
And I don't need to tell him. He knows.
He knows.
He knows.
You just got to have that belief.
That's it. So now let's get back into your coaching, my friend, because it's been a very, very busy couple of weeks for you. You are obviously coming off the back of a busy school holiday period. The golf course was at its peak. It's the last real set of school holidays before the weather starts to turn to shit.
Yeah.
And rightfully so, just as all the kids go back to school, it's all mid-20s this week. So
yeah, exactly. So having some people coming out.
That's it. That's
nice.
it.
No, so I've been coaching now full time for about 18 months. So
yep.
September
Completely away from the
2024.
pro shop.
Away from the pro shop, and I still work for the club casually. So a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that I do for coaching, whether it's our booking system schedules, doing, I guess, the programming for our AGF girls or the women's program or other bits and pieces. So it's still work admin for the club.
Yeah.
Or, Luke went to America recently, so working the shop a little bit there whilst
just
he's away.
fill
So
in.
just to help out with those other events that I've worked on in the past, so I kind of know how to run it.
Okay.
And it's been good for the guys, just to mix it up a bit too.
Yep.
I did enjoy working in the pro shop. I absolutely hated packing up the golf carts. I'm like, I do not miss this one little bit. In the morning, it was fun getting them out. I'm like, oh, now I've got to put them away.
So in fairness, on Thursday when I had a lesson with you, you were nice enough to drop me down on 9 so I could join SGM and Joel play a few holes. And we jumped in the last cart that Luke was going to put away, and the look on his face was just like, this fucking sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's good to know that feeling doesn't go away.
That doesn't go away. Like, you're 16, you get your first job. You're like, yeah, I'm cleaning the carts like what Noah's doing.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, this is fun. And then you start doing it full time. You're like, nah, this sucks.
This sucks.
But no, that was good. And not that I panicked when I first switched over to it. I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm making the right decision by committing to this full time. But similar to Joel, like, you go back yourself, give it a crack. Doesn't work. Looks like there's always a spot for you in the shop.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario. But no, it's been great. Last winter was better than I thought it would be. Purely because winter golf isn't great. But then I kind of learned people are happy to go play for 4 hours in the cold. They'll be happy to stand there for a lesson for half an hour.
Yeah, correct.
So it was better than I thought it was going to be. And then January, February, March has been a great start to the year.
Yeah.
April's looking pretty good. Again, had that week of Q school, which had to move some lessons around. There were some long days, but it's been good. Getting a lot of people from outside the club coming to see me from referrals. So just starting to get more confident, trying new things to reach out to people. And it's growing bit by bit. Now we're trying to target some schools as well for our junior program. We've got a lot of juniors, but how can we get something that's consistent?
Yep.
Or have like a 3-year plan to go, we want to take 20 kids to start with. And if we have 5 of them that complete the 3 years and they can get down to like let's call it a 15 handicap, great. They might continue playing golf at that point. And developing that friendship and that community around the golf club. Because I think programs like that help change the culture of the golf club as well.
It's something that golf doesn't have.
Yeah.
Really, right?
Yeah.
Unless you play golf from like a young age because
there's
your
no
parents,
Oz kick.
No.
That's the thing.
There's no Oz kick, there's no junior footy system, there's no progression. It's just like, oh, my dad plays, so now I'm a member too. I got down to 10 when I was 17 or whatever it was, and now I'm 35 and I'm still here and I haven't left. There's a few of those stories around every golf club.
Definitely.
But also there isn't like I started here when I was 7 doing junior clinics. I'm now 37 and I've never left because there was everything. And I've done everything. Like I've played pennant, I've done this, I've played champs, whatever it might be. There isn't that progression. There's no direct line from being 7 years old and being 37 and a full member.
Yeah, exactly. And Golf Australia do an awesome job at promoting their My Golf program or their Get Into Golf program.
Yes.
And the feedback we've always had is, well, what's next? You're delivering a potentially 4 to 6 week program.
Yeah.
Great. It gets people started, gets them talking about it, but they don't come back.
Yeah.
Or if they do, are they playing golf in 5, 10, 15 years time? Maybe, maybe not. Like there hasn't been enough time to gather that data. And that's where our women's big end program's been so great that your mum's gone through. Given the 12 months of help to get them started to confidently go play 18 holes. And then they're off on their own.
Yeah.
And that's fine. They can come back, have lessons.
But
they have their community.
They're also adults.
They're adults. Like they're getting into the club. And it's the same thing with our kids. Like we want to incentivize our kids, whether it's through scholarships or through, I guess, call it prize money.
Yeah.
You call it like scholarship money for them to spend on equipment.
Mm.
So it's like, okay, you've done your 1 year similar to the women's program. You've had the funding from the government plus the golf club. Now we'll give you a year of membership. And if you're showing promise again, we'll give you that extra bit of money to start upgrading your equipment.
Mm.
I think that's a great way to develop kids from when they're sort of 12 to 15 years old to keep them to that 15 to 18-year-old range. Because by then, if they're hooked and their friends are playing, if VCE or uni gets in the way, they're still playing golf.
Yeah.
Maybe not for 3 months around VCE exams, or for uni exams. But I starting to see a lot more kids from when I was growing up, they're going through uni part-time, they're playing golf.
Mm.
And they'll play at those times that when it isn't busy on the golf course as well.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
And more people are taking it up. So just having those pathways for them to get started. And I think what we've developed is really good. We just now need to experiment that with potentially a local school.
Yeah.
And go, okay, let's take some year 7s to year 9s and see how it goes for 3 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
Worst thing that happens is 20 kids start playing golf and they play elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, more people playing golf. That's what we want.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Just to give the club a chance to have them as a member.
Yeah.
That's all you need.
That's all we
if
need.
you're prepared to put in the time and they're prepared to put in the money, then fucking oath, let's go.
Exactly.
Because it is such a big jump, and especially if you're looking at like a private membership club or semi-private, whatever you want to call it. Like you said, 4 to 6 weeks is not a very long time to run a junior clinic, right? And then the next jump is, well, hey, there's Strathallan, there's Bundoora, there's Yarrambat, there's all these local courses. Go play there.
Yeah.
As long as you like, as much as you like. You might not get the same service and the same quality of golf or whatever you want to say at these places. Or if you want to make a huge jump, come here.
Yeah.
Come to us. But also there's all these X's and O's you've got to go through
Exactly.
before you walk in the door. And a lot of that is financial.
Yeah.
And when you're a parent, even a single parent of a 13, 14-year-old kid who likes golf, and all of a sudden it's, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a year for the first year to get him into a golf club, that doesn't really seem all that amusing when it's $400 a year to play footy.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And part of that for us is the women's program's great. It generates a bit of revenue that gets passed on to the kids.
Yep.
We use that to buy better equipment each year, give out more memberships, things like that. So it just grows on itself and recycles the money, which is awesome. It is hard to, I think, for anyone that's, even if you played sport at a high level, to do a 5-week program and go, yeah, I'm going to take up golf.
Yeah.
We had one lady, when we very first did this about 5 years ago, she did our program. She's like, yep, I'm really enjoying it. She wasn't playing well. She goes, I'm enjoying the game, I'm enjoying the community. What's next? Well, you have a $3,000 membership and it's $3,000 to join.
Yeah.
From a $125 clinic.
Mm.
That's a massive bridge.
Huge.
That's huge. And even from $125 to say a $2,000 membership, whether that's Yarrambat full membership or
whatever it is,
that's still a big jump.
Yeah.
So it's like we need to start progressively doing things. Maybe 12 months is too long. How we're running it, we find it's the sweet spot. Some clubs do 3 months, some do 6. I don't know many others that are doing 12. But yeah, you just got to find what works at your club and in that ecosystem that it's in at the moment. And I'm finding that a lot of this stuff is helping to improve the culture of the club as well.
Yeah.
So
we're having this discussion. I had a dinner at the golf club because there's a group of lads at our golf club that run their own little comp amongst it. And it's grown from 12 blokes to now we've got 50 blokes in the comp.
SGM was talking about your
the comp.
Best score.
Yeah. So it's your 5.
Someone.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
so
awesome. That's good.
50 blokes, $100 in, and a lot of the prize money, a lot of the money goes into a kitty, and they're paying up to 20th this year.
Okay.
So there's heaps of money to be won back. We had a dinner to start the season on Friday where there was a raffle. A lot of the proceeds went to the junior club, which was great. But we were having this discussion because one of the boys literally said, he's like, my son is 12 years old and now he's starting to hit golf balls into his soccer net at home or footy, whatever it is. He's got a net at the backyard. Yep. He's starting to hit golf balls into it. I don't know what to do with him.
Yeah, what's next?
I don't know where to go because all the junior clinics here are targeted more for younger kids, or even he's probably on the older side at 12 being in those groups.
Yep.
He goes, I also just don't know if he just wants to join a club and come play with us on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he probably doesn't. It's so intimidating. So yeah, there isn't a bridge between the gaps of the clinics and full membership.
Yeah.
And so what you guys have done with, Forward T and other programs that you're thinking of and talking about, I think it's great. And I think more clubs really need to invest in it because the biggest thing you hear at any golf club is, oh, we don't have enough junior members. We need more junior members.
That's the hardest thing. Those people are like, oh, like you just said, there's not enough junior members here. What can we do to make it better? No problem. You start funneling junior members in. They get the confidence. They start playing Saturdays. Oh, there's too many juniors here. They're taking up our times.
Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want?
Correct.
And it's justifiable. You got a junior that's potentially paying $700 to $1,000 a year membership versus someone paying close to $4,000.
Yep.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But if the belief is that junior members will help develop your club in the future, well, you have to give them that start.
Yeah.
They do have to play those times. They can't play during the week.
No.
That's just the reality of it. So
the other thing I say to people, and this is going to come back to bite me in the ass one day. To those people who struggle to get tee times, get better at booking tee times.
Yeah.
Simple as. The timesheet opens at the same time for everybody else.
Yeah.
Right?
I think new members catch on to it pretty quickly. Now, once
100%.
they start to understand it, they get into their groups.
Yeah, 100%.
It is hard when...
I've never struggled
Yeah.
booking a tee time.
Yeah, okay.
Never. Like with one day here or there, if I'm just trying to snag a game by myself and it's a bit busy or whatever, you just take your losses. But if I know in advance that I'm playing on this day and I know when the timesheet opens, I'm getting a game.
So your group, like your standard group of 4 that you play with, how many people jump on the timesheet to get a spot?
Hundreds.
No, but like out of your group of 4. Is it just one
it's
of
just
you
me.
every week?
It's just me.
Okay. That's not too bad.
If I can't do it, there's a message well in advance saying someone needs to book this week because I'm away or I'm doing something.
The thing that we're seeing is, like, especially Saturday mornings, it's our busiest timesheet. It's probably your busiest timesheet too. And like, there's a big social group that play on a Saturday morning within the club. So there's potentially 80 of them playing for 120 spots.
Yeah.
And they'll 70 of them will try to book.
Yeah.
So that inflates the wait list on the timesheet when you're trying to make a booking through the lottery system.
Yeah.
Yeah, and spend there longer trying to make a booking. And there's definitely there's people being booked in that they're well aware that they're not going to play.
Yeah.
So there's the problem. And it's really hard to police that and control it.
Correct. So we've recently had a lot of this happen at our golf club at Heidelberg. And traditionally we've been an 8-day in advance booking system.
Yeah.
So the timesheet will open 8 days before the day that you're playing, right? What we've noticed, and the club put a thing out on the website, I'll explain it in a minute. They've recently realized that a lot of people are booking in and then waiting because the timesheet's open before the weather forecast is out.
Yes.
Right? At 8 days.
Yeah, definitely.
So people are just booking in thinking, oh, well, I'll just, if it's good, I'll play.
Yeah.
Especially this time of year, right? Gets to Friday night and they go, oh, fuck. I haven't pulled out yet. It's pissing rain tomorrow. I'm not doing that. I'll just pull out.
Yeah, okay.
Or they'll ring on a Saturday morning and saying, it's raining, bro. I'm not coming.
Yeah.
So now the club have changed it and we've now moved to a 5-day timesheet schedule.
Yeah. How are you finding that?
It hasn't started yet. Starts next month.
Okay.
I think the first Saturday, today's the 20th of April. I think the first Saturday timesheet that is in the new system goes out next Monday.
Okay.
So for me, it means nothing. It still opens at 2:00. It's just Mondays now instead of Fridays.
No problem.
Flick a few alarms around on the phone and I'm golden.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I'm going to be at work booking tee times anyway. Right?
Fair enough.
Where it'll catch me out is probably things like RDOs. I've taken a screenshot of when all the timesheets open for each day, so I've got an idea.
Yep.
It's not hard to figure out what 5 days early is either. Yeah, it might be.
These blokes have been doing it for so long.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
So is this just Saturdays or
every day?
Okay.
Every day is now moving to 5 days in advance.
So it was 8 for every day.
Correct.
Okay.
The only exception to that rule was Sundays. So Saturday and Sundays would both open on Fridays.
Like a half hour apart or
an hour apart.
Yeah, that's the same with us.
Correct. So Friday afternoon, 2:00, Saturday would open for the next week.
Yep.
3:00, Sunday would open for the next week.
Yep. I can't remember the reason why we trialed it. And it would have been because of this, like the lateness of bookings.
Yeah.
But I can't remember the reason why we did it at this certain point of the year, whether the course was affected.
Yeah.
But we went from our Saturday, Sunday timesheets open on Monday, 1:30, 2:30.
Yeah.
And we went, all right, let's do it 3 days in advance
Oh.
for like a 2 or 3 week period to try it. and there was no difference.
None.
The same people book in, they get in first, they block time, then people pull out, and it's just delaying it down the line.
Yeah.
Or if there was a change, it wasn't noticeable.
Yeah.
At the time, I thought that's the same thing.
Yeah. We're having a bit of a problem at the moment, and today is Monday. It's every day the club's busy.
Yeah.
Wednesdays, Saturdays, Sundays are our busiest by a long shot.
Yeah.
Right. Mondays is a weird one because before the timesheet even opens, there's 70 spots or however many, like I think 25 groups booked out. However many people that is, I don't want 100 odd players, right? Booked out, and you can't book in because it's it's designated rather to a group of players. There's one group that's been going on for like 40 years, and they play every Monday.
Yeah,
and they've just worked out a deal with the club. I don't know how, but every timesheet from like 8 o'clock in the morning to 10:30,
it's them.
It's them.
Okay,
and they have to ring up the pro shop and say, "Put me in with the group."
Okay.
What spots are available left on the, I'm not going to name the group, on the X group.
Yeah.
Right. And then the pro shop will say, "Oh, you can play at 9:30 with Terry, John, and Wayne." All right, cool. Chuck me in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So the only way I can get a spot with those boys on a Monday is if one of them rings up, books them to a designated, like assigned spot, then it becomes an open booking. Right?
Yeah, right.
Their name goes in. Once they once they leave, that spot's open to everyone.
Yeah.
Then I can jump in.
That's only if
or through the wait list.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So now there's a bit of conjecture about it because everyone's like, well, how the fuck are these guys getting 100 spots every Monday?
Yeah.
And it's the same group of blokes every week.
It's meant to be a quieter stay.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I managed, I don't know how, to jag 7:45 this morning just on a whim.
Are they all members or?
Yeah, they're all members.
Okay.
And they've all been there for a long time, and the group's been running for a number of years.
Yeah.
So I think it's just become the norm. But these guys have been there since well before I was a member.
That's the thing, like, if they're going to introduce more and more new members into the club, and these people are slowly dying out or moving on, that can't be that's
that
just
can't
not
be good.
happening anymore.
No.
Yeah. I understand the odd social day.
Of course.
Like we do it Feb, March, it's a good time of year, October, November. Yeah, the course is shut on a Monday at this time.
Yep.
Whether it's morning or afternoon. It's very rare we close the whole course for the whole day. It'll either be a morning or an afternoon field. We got the same group of people every time the course is shut. These are the social guys that tee off between 12 o'clock, 1:30. Course closed till 2 p.m. It's on the timesheet. The first timesheet's 2 p.m.
Yeah.
They rock up at 12:30 as the event's finishing. Oh, can we go? No, it's close to 2 p.m. There's a reason why it's shut to 2 p.m. It's not to disturb you. I know you come here at 12:30 every other Monday, but the reality is the ground staff set up the course this morning. There's an event going on. They can't do the work. They need to wait for it to finish, then get out on the golf course before 2 o'clock, and then their day's done. Then you can have the whole course to yourself. Tee off the front nine, back nine, I don't care.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. But there's no one out there working on the golf course. You're not going to disturb them.
Yeah.
Because if you tee off an hour beforehand and play through all their works, they constantly stop starting.
Yeah.
And as soon as you let one group go, the others are all there as well.
Yeah.
Fucking seagulls. Just chirping at you to go off. Like, no, it's been there for a reason.
Yeah.
I understand it used to be like this back in the day. But times are changing, man.
Well, even like the one thing, practicing on a Thursday, me and SGM can't stand it. The club will book all their corporate days on Thursdays because it's a quiet day.
Oh, yeah, your big days are Wednesday, isn't it?
It's big. Yeah, our big day's Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
So Thursday for us is quiet. It's full, but it's quiet.
Yeah.
Right. So they can afford to close the course for the morning or create a shotgun. So they'll do that. They'll shotgun start for the afternoon field for members. Morning is already taken up by the golf day, or vice versa.
Yeah, fair enough.
This morning I went in and spoke to the boys in the pro shop. I said, look, there's a shotgun start golf day on Thursday. It's all members in the afternoon. I said, what time do you reckon we could probably get out on the course? And they said, oh, maybe 5 o'clock.
Yeah, so it's dark.
It's dark.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to reconsider what I'm doing with SGM.
Yeah.
And do we change to practice on a Friday? Do we maybe give Joel a call, go to Rosanna, come see you guys, whatever it might be?
Yeah.
Right? Well, we're lucky that we've got those options to us. Do we go to Latrobe and book the simulator in? Do we book the simulator at Berg? What do we fucking do? Right?
Go to SGM's place, hit some balls in the net.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we've got options afforded to us, but it is annoying. I can understand it from both sides, but I can understand it more and more from your side being behind the pro shop, behind the desk at the pro shop. to say, no.
We're not trying to screw you.
Nah, exactly.
We're trying to work with you.
Yeah.
Just need you to work with us as well.
Yeah.
And a member complained to Luke the other day saying that the club's been run like a business. Well, no shit.
It's
it
a business.
It needs to be run like a business.
It's a business.
It can't be what it used to be.
No.
Where it was like, oh, you get a good deal. We're going to rip you off. You get a good deal because you're a good bloke or we're good mates.
Yeah.
It's like, no. The club needs to run a business. It needs to make money.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yes, things are more expensive than they used to be. Yeah, you probably don't get the same treatment that you used to with all these extra little bits and pieces. There's new staff coming through. The old pros are gone. It's a different system now, but the members that have been there 40 years, they're not used to that.
No.
And they're the ones that probably complain the most.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, or if they get people into the club and they indoctrinate them into their sort of social or their community. But yeah, golf's definitely heading in the right direction. We're seeing that with the amount of people that are playing and taking up the game. And it's onto the clubs and pretty much the board members to actually understand that and go,
of course.
Hey, we need to create this space for the next 30 years.
Yep.
And not end up what it was like pre-COVID. Great to be a golfer at a member pre-COVID. You had the whole course yourself. Awesome.
Oh my God, Marcus.
It was amazing. But
it was the fucking best.
But was that golf course going to last 15 years?
God, no.
No. So,
God, no. You tell me. All right. Okay. So here's how Heidelberg was when I first joined as a 22-year-old kid in 2018 or 23, right? I was at uni part-time studying, like, you know, a lot of young kids that are coming through golf courses nowadays are. I would have a lecture on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon or a class at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'd get up, crack of dawn, tee off at 8:30. I'd probably play in a group of 2 on a Tuesday or a Thursday or a Monday, right? Tuesdays you couldn't get on because it was ladies' day. They booked the whole timesheet out. I don't know why. We only had 35 lady members. It didn't make sense. But I could go out and play socially anyway. Yeah. Or I'd leave uni at 10 o'clock, ring the club on the way while I'm driving. Is there a spot? Yeah. Can you get here in half an hour? Yeah. Absolutely, I can get there in half an hour. Right? I was taking the piss. And then also the guys who were in the pro shop, when they owned the pro shop, right? It was not owned by the golf club like it is now. Yeah. I was getting deals left, right, and center. Yeah. Dozen Pro V1s for like $48. Yeah. Oh, junior rates. We'll just put it down as junior rates. Don't worry about it. The guy who was coaching me at the time, his name's Tom, didn't charge me for a lesson for over a year.
Yeah, okay.
Junior rates. Don't worry about it. Just pay me later.
Yeah.
And I kept asking him, how much do I owe you? Nothing, dude. Shut up.
Yeah, okay.
Did it help that they were at odds with the golf club and on their way out and they didn't really care anymore? Yeah, probably.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably. Yeah. But I didn't pay for a golf lesson for over a year and I was getting lessons every 3 weeks.
Yep.
Hour here, hour and a half there. Oh, do you want to go play holes afterwards? Yeah, I guess.
Yep.
Didn't pay $1.
I turned up to Berwick my first year of my traineeship for a practice match. Infamous Berwick.
I love that. Such a good story.
First time I went there, rocked up on the Monday morning. They're like, yeah, come down, it's quiet. And the other trainee who was working that morning, he's like, oh, I'll come out with you and play some holes just to show you around. I'm like, yeah, okay. I've met him before, nice guy. Yeah. Let's go play some holes. Played the whole 18 with me. Yeah. There were only 2 on the golf course. There may have been a couple other groups. Yeah. I didn't see anyone else out there. We played in like 2.5 hours. Yeah. And then he's back into work.
Yeah.
And it's like, that was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
That's what a Monday at a golf club.
That was pre-COVID. Yeah. And, you know, we had, I won't name them, but we had, well, Tom, who I was getting lessons off, was one. And then we had 4 other blokes in the pro shop. Yeah. Working on whatever roster they were working on. And like you said, I'd rock up for holes at whatever time in the afternoon. There'd be 2 of the blokes behind the desk going, yeah, fuck it. I'll come out for a few holes, Drags. Yeah. Let's go play. Yeah. Don't you have work to do? Don't worry about it.
It's very different now.
It's so different now. Every golf club is run like a business and there's a level of respect there from the members. Yep. Right. And that leads me to a question I wanted to ask you before. Do you know how many members Rosanna has right now?
In terms of active members, like playing members or a total? Because everyone
total.
Because everyone goes, 1,100 people get our email, monthly email, newsletter, whatever. Is there 1,100 members? No. There's probably a lot less than that. Like there's staff included. There's clubhouse members. We've got probably 60 clubhouse members. They pay $50 a year to just play bridge in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
they're not a member of the golf club.
Yeah.
I don't think they are.
No.
You're not paying golf show affiliation.
No.
There's still the old social membership category. They don't play. You got non-active members, like leave absence members. I think there's somewhere around 900, 950
Golfers. Okay.
I think that's the number.
See, we get told every year with the financial reports that we get sent that there are 1,500 members.
Yeah. It's so hard to read through those financial reports.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think
if you had 1,500 members paying, what is it, $3,000 a year?
Yeah.
You'd be loaded.
100%.
You put that irrigation system in tomorrow, you won't even think about it.
Correct.
Yeah. That's not the case, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think a more representable number of members, like golfers, as you said, because we've got the bowls club too.
Yeah, okay.
So let's not, I think it might just be golf members. Anyway, 1,500 members. I think the more realistic number of people that are actually getting used to the golf course at least once a month is more like 1,100.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
That includes your social, your clubhouse, your inactive, your leave of absence, whatever it might be. The number's 1,500.
Yeah.
And we've capped it at that. I know that there's a wait list for 7-day membership, and it's long. If you want to be on a 7-day membership, you're going to wait time.
Yeah.
I got to make going through it at the moment. It's a lot easier to get in through the 5, and then you upgrade to a 6, and then you go to a 7-day. All right. But I suppose it's one thing that we've done is we've understood that that's the number that is where we are able to cope the most.
Yeah.
Whether they're active or inactive, it doesn't matter. Whatever that number is.
Yeah.
However many we've got at the moment is the most we can deal with.
Yeah. So
before it starts to become a problem.
Yeah. We've grandfathered out 5 and 6-day members.
Yep.
And there's a veterans category. If you've been a member for 30 years, you get discounts. I couldn't tell you what that number is. The full membership number, 7-day access, traditional 7-day access, that's capped. I want to say it's around 600. I don't know the actual number, but I think it's between 600 and 700 of full members.
Yep.
So if anyone wants to join the golf club now, above the age of 25, I think it is.
Yep.
You go into what we call restricted A.
Mm.
So you get 7-day access. It's just Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. You can't book until 5 p.m. the night before.
Okay.
On a cheaper rate.
Yeah.
So I think it's about 75% of the full fee.
Yeah.
And then that's
how is that policed? You just through the club you can code it like through the website you can code it a certain way.
So basically, if you looked at it from our point of view, the timesheet has different colors. So it's like blue on a Saturday, and then at 5 p.m. Friday night it switches to purple, and that allows that restricted group to book in. So everyone gets first crack. They can still play the other 4 days booking as normal because they're the quiet days. And it kind of works well for new members because the timesheets are so heavily booked out. Like we discussed, you get to that point, people pulling out, there's some spots, especially if you don't know anyone. You go, oh yeah, I'll jump into there. If you join up as a group of mates, it might be a bit harder. But there's normally a group around throughout some point of the day, if that's flexible enough for you.
Yep.
And then beyond that, we've now introduced another category. I don't think it's going to get used though, because that restricted A category is capped as well. I don't think it will ever exceed it. But that's our alternative to a wait list as such. Don't mind it. I don't mind having a wait list though.
Neither.
I think it adds just a little bit of, I don't know. Well, I don't know what the right word is towards your golf
prestige.
Club. A bit of prestige. But like, yeah, Q Green Acres Latrobe have it. You guys have it. Have you introduced a joining fee yet?
No.
That still blows my mind. But
from all accounts, it ain't far away.
Okay.
If it's not already in place and we haven't been told,
it
ain't far away.
Yeah, just something.
Again, there's a bloke at our golf club who I'd love to get on as a guest. He's the president. His name's Italo. I'd love to get him on because I think he's got a great mind for like golf and how golf clubs run, and to share a lot of insight into how our golf club runs as well. I need to organise that, and if he's up for it, I haven't really approached him about it.
Joel's away in 2 weeks.
It could be good. But having spoken to him, yes, the joining fee's coming. It's stupid that we haven't done it. We're still very scared of what it did to our club previously when we did have one.
Yep.
And that was drive everybody away. But that was because the facilities weren't there. Right?
So you've improved.
The facilities are great. The club's in a really good spot. It's a place of like severe demand.
Yeah.
I think the joining fee will be $2,000.
Okay. It's something.
It's something.
And
if anything, it'll weed out the wait list.
Yeah, exactly. If half the wait list drop out, no problem. still got half there.
Yeah.
And now they're all going to pay
$2,000
$2,000
before they walk in the door.
Yeah. Awesome.
There's extra money for whatever else you want to leave, whatever you need.
We discussed this before about how I'm finding PK is. I find it from the outside looking, it's quite aggressive what their membership strategy is and their green fee strategy is.
Yeah.
I think it just has to be like that. There's so much demand for these courses, not just PK, but the other sandbelts.
Yep.
Why not make it, if not difficult, like make it you want to come
exclusive?
There and
join. Yeah.
So I paid $500 to join the wait list. They don't muck about with that. You sign your interest forms online.
Yep.
And they go, yep, no problem. Next step is $500. Okay. Not here to mess around.
Yep.
Well, they're not here to mess around. They don't want to deal with 100 people.
Time wasting.
It's like, no, if you're
getting through the cracks and all of a sudden they get a phone call being like, come and join PK. Here's the number.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, actually, nah, it's a bit much.
Yeah. So,
you know what you're getting.
And they're very upfront with everything. I got a call about 8 months out before I was going to join saying the fees are going up. If you want to pay now, it's the original amount. Take my money.
Yeah.
I had it in there. Take it. I know I'm joining up in 8 months. I don't care.
Yeah.
Take my money. So end up being about half of what it eventually went to. But even now it's gone up again.
Yeah.
They've just introduced close to 6% on their fees for everyone. And the joining fee is 3.5 times your subs. So it just moves up as well.
And again, it's an exclusive golf club. We've got a game lined up there in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Hopefully. That'll be great. Monday the 4th of May, we've booked it in for, or we're going to book it in for.
Going to, yep.
I had an RDO on the 5th, the Tuesday. So I went and spoke to my boss and asked to move it to the 4th, which was fine. And he's like, oh, so what have you got on? Knowing that 90% chance is going to be golf. And I said to him, the words I used were, I've been invited to go and play a very exclusive golf club.
Yeah.
And he just looked at me, he's like, oh, fancy, right? And that's how it is. Peninsula Kingswood is an exclusive golf club.
Yeah.
It is a fancy golf club. It is an expensive golf club. And it should be. Yeah. And it needs to be. Yeah. And it needs to continue to go up. We discussed some of the numbers last time you were on about what an international fee is.
Yeah.
Or, a non-membership, non-member,
walking off the street.
Street. How much just a straight green fee is going to cost you. It's exorbitant.
Yeah.
But it needs to be. And
a lot of people said after the merger and after the rebuild, from outside the club, they're like, the club's going to struggle. They're spending so much money on it. And it's like, if they were struggling, they've done an awesome job to get to the point that it is.
Correct.
And they probably spend the most out of any golf club to dress it up as it is? Probably. It's pretty well maintained. Maybe outside the Australian. The Australian's pretty sick. But there is 36 holes. But if I'm happy as a member to pay that price to get that product.
That's exactly right.
And from what I've heard from other members within the club, they're not too fussed about hosting tournaments.
No.
They get enough green fee revenue from members, guests, international, interstate visitors.
Yep.
There's enough attraction on the golf course. They don't need to host a tournament.
No.
They don't feel the need to host a tournament. So that's coming from a member's perspective. I don't know what it's like.
Who knows?
Actually from the club. But yeah, there's so many, we're talking about today with the guys that we play with, the politics that goes on behind a golf club. You think just run the golf club.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just run the golf club. Make decisions.
Yep.
Don't take any bullshit. And I say this a lot to members who get involved in the politics of golf clubs. As one bloke in particular, I have this conversation with him 3 times a year. Brother, rock up, park your car, grab your clubs out of the car, go play, go inside, have a Palmer and a beer, and fuck off home. Stay out of the politics. Because the more you get involved in the politics, the more you're going to grow to hate the joint. Exactly. And you love the joint.
Yeah.
So why would you want to hate it?
Yeah. And there's just, it comes up, every golf club has it. You got these people that complain about the course. And you go, okay, they wrote a letter once and they do it once or twice a year. Just leave.
Yeah.
You're paying money to be somewhere you don't like.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah. Yeah. Just leave.
Yeah.
Go somewhere else if you think they do a better job.
Yeah.
And to you, and that's your perspective of how you want things run, maybe it is a better job.
Yeah.
There's things about PK that I don't like.
Oh, of course.
But that's just, it's got to serve the general member.
Yeah.
There's things that they do I love.
You can't please everyone.
Exactly.
From the golf club's perspective, they're not going to try.
Yeah.
And if the members aren't pleased, like you said, go.
Yeah.
Leave.
That's where I think if you have a wait list, you must be doing something right.
Yeah.
If there's people wanting to join your club and you can't get them in, joining fee.
And if we can maintain a wait list and introduce a joining fee,
and I think it's very different golf to when you probably did have a joining fee in the past to now.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like we said, these are the 30, 40-year members thinking back to then.
Yep.
It's in a different spot.
100%.
There's so many more people wanting to join that kind of money for the amount of product that they're getting.
Yes.
It's good value.
100%.
It's real good value. You spend $2,000 to join at Heidelberg for your age bracket, you probably pay $2.5, $3,000 a year, I don't know, but call it $5,000 for your first year. Like, imagine going to 10 concerts with good tickets.
Yeah.
Like that's $500 a game or a ticket, a concert. So like the value there of playing 3-4 times a week adds up pretty quickly.
Absolutely.
Yeah. For something that lasts 4 hours.
Absolutely. And I still base my membership off, 78 odd games a year.
Yeah.
52 weeks and 26 RDOs.
Yep.
Right. And that's, playing on a Saturday, and that doesn't include Thursday practice. That doesn't include public holidays. It doesn't include the days or the weekends where I double up. So if I really stretch the boundaries, right, I could probably play 100 games a year.
And you probably do.
Probably do.
Yeah. And
right?
I don't know if you're paying for the sim, but you got a sim there.
Yeah.
You got 2 driving ranges.
The simulator is $10 for 2 hours.
Yeah. Happy days.
Per person, right?
It's so cheap.
Me and SGM book it, it's $20. Yeah. Like fucking, it's a TrackMan.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to anywhere else and they're going to charge you 3 times the price. Exactly. And you're only going to be there for an hour.
Exactly.
So like, this is what I say, like the facilities are there. Short game areas, like all that short range down by the driveway is pretty good.
Yep.
The long range is going to get a lot better once the irrigation goes in. That the extra green that we use as a short game area, like left of 10, that's going to get so much better once the irrigation goes in. The club is successful and there's still people want to come in. If they stay and a joining fee, the place is going to go off chops.
Yeah.
So
are they doing anything down the right side of 4? Like 1, 4, 2 there?
Yeah, they want to. They want to put a short game area in.
Elite.
It would be elite. I can't envision it.
Okay.
Because right side of 1, there's so much space there. Because right side of 1 was a nursery.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to use it as a nursery anymore. I think they've got a new one sort of behind 15 tee box.
Yeah, where
the goats were.
Yeah.
Goats are everywhere, mate. They've saved our club so much fucking money.
Yeah.
I'll never eat my words more with anything else in my life.
Eat the goats.
I'll eat the goats happily when they want to do a goat carry night. I'm in. But Anyway, Rapta, before we get out of here, mate, I want to talk quickly about the stuff that we've done with coaching, particularly. Because it was about, would you say a year ago when you came on the pod and I had that absolute
meltdown?
It was a meltdown, yes, but it was also like a light bulb moment where you turned around and said, I know your golf swing without having seen it. Because I was saying that I was drawing the golf ball. And you were like, you're not drawing it, you're pulling it. Right? And it was 100% correct. And it was at that moment.
It's different now.
Sorry?
It's different now.
It's much different now. Because we've worked on it. But it was at that moment that I sort of looked at Joel and said, well, you're sacked. Right? And I'm going to see Marcus.
Yeah.
And I think in the last few weeks, SGM's done the same thing.
Our first session was July last year.
There you go. So it's nearly 12 months ago. It's nearly 12 months ago.
Yeah.
And that was that was the lead up to the wedding as well.
Yep.
And I suppose from my perspective, the reason to come to you obviously was twofold. Obviously, credit to Jolie. He and I worked on a lot of things and he got my golf swing in a pretty good spot.
Got rid of the shanks.
Short game, I owe entirely to him.
Yeah.
However, and I think Michael SGM is going through the same sort or had gone through the same sort of battles a few months ago where Joel's on his own path and it's not coaching.
No.
Me and him asking him for lessons every couple of weeks is just getting in his way. And also because he's not focused on coaching, he's only going to do so much.
Yeah.
He's great. Don't get me wrong. And he's easy. He teaches very well, but I personally needed someone who was more readily available, which you are.
And the reality is you're going to have a proper half hour session,
correct,
1 hour session. Like
correct.
Joel's like, just try these couple of things, hit a shot, walk down the fairway.
It's been well discussed. The infamous bunker lesson that he gave me that lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Do this, and I do it every time now, and it's great.
Yeah, perfect.
I probably need a tune up, but that's fine.
Yeah, and I've come across that in my coaching over the last 18 months. It's like they're my best and worst lessons.
Yeah.
When someone clicks straight away and you don't know if they're going to appreciate the value in that.
Yeah.
Because their half-hour lesson was a minute lesson. some people go, it's worth more.
Oh, yeah.
Some people go, it's worth less.
Yep.
Because of time. It's just whatever they perceive. And a handful of people, they're like, oh, love it. Happy to finish up in 20 minutes because I'm flushing it and you've done something.
Yeah.
Other people are like, oh, so what are we going to do next? Like, no, let's repeat the process and make it a habit. Like, calm down. You know, you hit one good shot. Let's just keep going with it. So sometimes you have to drag out some value to see people. Sometimes people see the value straight away.
100%.
Yeah.
But you and I, and again, I've had we talked about it offline. I don't even know. It might have been as we were recording. But I had a conversation with a mate of mine about a year ago, maybe more, where I said to him on the golf course that I was more than content not getting any lower than 6 as a handicap.
Yeah.
I'd gotten to the numbers that I'd never thought I'd get to, and cool. If I never get any lower, I'm happy. And he looked me square in the face and he goes, you are a fucking idiot if that's your mindset, if that's your thought process. He goes, that is disgraceful. He goes, the talent is there. You could be so much better than what you're playing off at the moment. Fast forward a few months, start seeing you. We start making some changes, and the changes we made were the only thing we wanted to do was not play in pain anymore.
Exactly.
That was it.
Because I think initially, like Joel was saying, he goes, oh, Drags wants to come in and get better. It's like, I want to make sure you can play it in holes and not sit on the couch at home.
Yeah.
When you get back.
I mean, I still do.
Still do.
But I'm not in pain.
You're not in pain.
No.
And you noticed that last week when you came back, felt a bit of pain your first couple of rounds. It's like, there's the old swing habit. That's the changes you made today.
Absolutely.
Getting down to the range, right shoulder to left foot kind of thing.
So to credit that, yes, I'm still in pain, but no, it's not that hip pain that makes me realize that I'm playing shit.
Okay.
It's like dead in the middle of my back, and it's like all those extra muscles like waking up again.
Yeah, okay.
That's the pain it is, and it's a good pain. I'm like, oh, okay, this is good.
Yeah.
If it was solely targeted on that right hip in that right spot where I know exactly what's wrong, that's when I know it's gone to shit. Today was like, oh yeah, you're a bit sore because it's cold and I haven't warmed up properly and I'm fresh out of bed or whatever. Plus then you put this whole new golf move in. Oh, of course it's going to hurt.
Yeah, exactly. You're doing something different.
100%.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all those muscles and stuff waking up and being used properly. So that's what it was.
You are playing off 2 today.
Yeah.
What's the lowest daily handicap you've had?
2.
2. Okay. And the GA is coming
down. The GA is sitting at 3.3.
Yeah. So like you expect that to drop down to 2. You had your gold club champs last year to try and finish top 20, was it?
I wanted to finish better than I did last year or the year before.
Yep.
And I think I finished 21st in 2024 and then 24th in 2025.
Okay.
That was just a couple of bad rounds.
Yeah.
And we'd made a lot of changes and all. I wasn't disappointed.
No. But like
I think I actually had a better score,
yeah,
but for a worse placing.
Like you hit the ball as far as me, probably further. Like we've seen how quick your club head speed is. You can get the ball out there.
I wouldn't say that.
Close.
No, I don't think so.
Mate,
you are 13 mile an hour faster than I am.
Yeah, okay.
Let's not. I'm very efficient.
Yeah.
My golf swing is very efficient and I get a lot out of it, but I'm only swinging at 108.
Yeah, but to the average club golfer, that's pretty quick.
That's pretty quick.
You got distance. So you can get it around the course.
Yeah.
And like for me, I don't feel like I'm playing at my very best, but because I have my length, I can cheat a little bit.
Yeah, same.
You know, I'm not hitting a 790 and I'm hitting a pitching wedge.
Yeah, correct.
And that over time just has to get closer and closer compared to someone else. So hopefully you get to the point where you start wiping off doubles. It's very rare that you 3-putt anyway. And then all of a sudden, days like today happen. You play off 2 and have 30 points. Well,
which is still 79.
Yeah. Play off 6 and you had 34.
Yeah.
6 months ago.
It's the same thing.
It's the same score. But it just, it's soft bogeys, but it doesn't feel that bad of a round.
Yeah.
And then you get the putter firing up a bit, you chip it that little bit closer, all of a sudden you're back to 2-3 over.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much.
No, God, no.
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 I think a goal for you should be potentially cracking into that pennant side next year. Because I think you got the ability to do it. You definitely got the length.
I'll stop you there.
Okay.
I got no interest in playing pennant.
No? Okay.
0. And it's got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
I've got the talent to do it. I feel like I could get and I could get better and definitely play on that side. I don't want to.
The pressure of it or
no, don't want to. It's just not something I ever thought I'd want to do. Maybe once or twice to fill in.
But you never thought you'd get below 6 because you were content with it.
I understand that,
yeah.
But it's not something I want to do full time. I don't see golf that way. Not anymore. I think a large part of me getting as good as I have over the last year, especially, is because I've changed my mindset to focus more on the social aspect of golf.
Yeah.
And the progression in my game is just an added bonus.
Yeah. So like they call you up on a Sunday morning and go, we haven't got an emergency. Can you get down to Rosanna?
Probably. I'll do it once or twice.
Yeah.
But if they turn around and said, we want you to play full time, I'd be like, thanks, but no thanks. That's not why I play golf.
Yeah, I look at our pennant side and go, the guys are very talented. Like, they're all scratch golfers, one handicappers. They don't practice.
Yep.
They just back their ability on the Saturday, take it into Sunday.
Mm.
I'm sure there's guys at Heidelberg that do put in a bit more practice, but there's probably guys like that too that they just play social during the week. They're good golfers. They go and play the Sunday pennant.
Yep.
I look at our team and go, they're quite sociable.
Yep.
But I look at a Div 1 team and go, they're there to win.
Yeah. And
that's
I think
the separation.
I think our team definitely falls into the category of it's more of a, like, we're a blue collar club.
Yeah.
Right. So we fall into that category of more social players who, you know, they want to win, but it's not be all and end all. And I think I'd fit into that.
Yeah.
I don't think even if I got to the number, I'd get a look in because of maybe who's in charge of the team.
Yeah, there's politics with all the sides. Yeah.
That's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day, but I think that is kind of left, and knowing that might have left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth as well.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair enough.
So I personally, my goal is 0-0.
Yep.
Scratch.
Yep.
And more under par rounds.
It sucks giving shots back to the course though.
But I also want to.
Yeah.
I see it as a privilege.
Yeah, it's very overrated.
I know it's overrated, but like now looking again from the outside looking in, I see it as a privilege. Like you're that good that you have to be charitable back to the golf course.
Yeah.
Right. I know it sucks because I played with Joel heaps and he goes, fuck, 3 for 2. I made birdie for 2 points.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Last Monday I played in front of Michaluz.
Yeah.
Well, +6 off the blue tees at PK. He's probably a
That's dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That must suck.
But he's also had 59 around there.
Yeah, so
because
we all struggled and battled around for 30 points, and it's such a windy, strong day. He's like, 35.
Yeah, just played because he's a fucking professional
So
on the DP World Tour, dude.
So good.
Yeah.
So I just happened to hear a drive. I was like, that sounded different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Joel hit one on Thursday night, and I think it was on 11, and I was like, that's different.
Yeah, he said he had driver going pretty well last week.
On Thursday night, and he hit one out of the absolute screws, and he might have tugged it a little left, but the way it sounded, I'm like, even I'm noticing that's different.
Yeah.
It's starting to creep into that category. So, but no, Rapta, like I can't thank you enough for everything you've done, not just for Joel, but for myself as well. Because my golf game, like I've said, is in a much better spot than it ever has been. And you are almost 100% of the reason for that. And I say it time and time again, we give you that much credit on this podcast, you almost need to start paying us.
Oh, okay. There we go. We got to drop off a slab of Carlton Dries every week from.
Absolutely. I'm in for that. But mate, have you got a question from the second cut?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I know Joel doesn't every week. So.
Joel very rarely does anymore. He's living that tour life. He's too busy for questions from the second cut.
So you've obviously been a part of the golf club now for 8 years.
Yep.
8 years, 9 years. You've had a couple of different coaches.
Yep.
On and off, whatever. Is there, I guess there's two parts to it. Is there something from a coaching point of view that you'd like to see golf pros deliver better in their service? Not just me, but like overall in general.
Yep.
And is there something that from the pro shop side of things you would want to see be a better service to members?
Okay, I'll start with the coaching side. I'd like to see more coaches move away from 1 hour lessons.
Yep.
Shorten the lesson time.
Majority of my lessons are half hour.
Right.
Yeah.
And personally, I've benefited a lot from that because traditionally a golf lesson is an hour long every month or every 6 weeks. You get 3 things to focus on and then you go away, ruin your golf game for a month, come back and do it all over again.
Yep.
I've been down that road. I don't like it. All right. The way we've worked in the last 10 months or whatever it is, working half an hour at a time, we focus on one thing. And that's what we focus on and it's structured. It's every 2 weeks, right? It's a bit more often, a bit more regular, but it's short, sharp. We focus on 1 or 2 things at most and we move on.
Yeah. We did 4 sessions in 8 weeks.
Yeah. And I can tell you,
quick things.
half an hour.
2 follow-ups over the last couple of months.
Correct.
And there's probably been other times that we haven't had to.
I think there's 1 or 2 lessons we haven't put on Skillist either.
Yeah.
So I reckon we're pushing nearly double-digit lesson numbers since in the last 10 months. So we're still averaging 1 a month.
Yep.
But like the big chunk of that was done really quickly. Yep. I like half-hour lessons. Short, sharp, in, out, see progress, move on.
Yeah. Perfect.
Go play with it. An hour can drag.
Yeah.
Right. And I completely understand. There was times over the weekend I was texting you being like, I need an hour because there's more than I want to do. And it's not always the case. Yeah. I think the next lesson.
The course is closed today because we got all afternoon.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. I've been seeing a lot less hour lessons.
Yeah.
And the packages I sell are definitely heavily weighted more towards half an hour. Most people, especially if they're first starting out or their first time seeing me, they've got a couple of things they want to work on.
Mm-hmm.
They combine 2 half hours together.
Yep.
And then 3 follow-ups to half hours.
Yeah.
Juniors, especially one-on-one, I prefer an hour.
Yep.
Calm the kid down, especially if they're talented. Let's work on this and let's make it repeatable. It's probably one thing I did well as a junior in my practice was I was happy to go through that grind and engage.
Yep.
And do things repetitively. Kids these days, they go, especially Noah, hits 1 good shot. Yeah, I'm good. I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Or I saw something on Instagram. I hit 1 good shot on the range. I'm going to go shoot under par today. No worries, champ.
Off
no
you
worries.
go. Off you go.
But yeah, I think kids need a bit more structure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have that time available as a coach, I think it's good to have that. But half-hour lessons, 1 or 2 things, key things, come back in a month or so.
And that's the beauty of having lessons a bit more often is you tend to build a bit of a rapport and an understanding with how your coach operates.
Yes.
So on Thursday, there was a moment where you were showing me videos on the iPad of going like, this is what I'm seeing. This is what I think you should do. And before you'd finish talking, I'm walking away from you back to the mat and lining up another ball because I know exactly what it means. I know exactly the feeling we're looking for and I got to just go and try and find it again.
Yeah.
So we've developed that over the course of 8-9 lessons where it's just like, cool, this is the fix. This is what I want you to feel. Go execute.
Perfect.
And I'm lucky in the sense that I can do that. Others, you'd adjust your teaching techniques accordingly. You're a coach. You're a professional. You know what you're doing. But no, I definitely think that half-hour lessons are more solid. Hours can drag on. It's a lot of time to spend with someone that you don't see that often.
Yeah, definitely.
An hour straight up, and they're telling you stuff to do. I think that's the way to go. When it comes to pro shops, I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I want to see.
It's very based on the club.
It is very based on the club. The one thing, because myself and SGM, we're at Rosanna a fair bit, obviously through you and Jolie, right? The one thing I notice every single time with the guys in the pro shop, and this is everyone that I've ever come across in that pro shop, you get the same treatment regardless of what day it is. Everyone's always in the same mood. Everyone's just, and it might just be me because we're all kind of mates or whatever else, with you especially. But like, even with Luke, it's always, g'day mate, how are you? It's always positive. It's always happy. It's always light.
Yeah.
I walk into the pro shop at other places, not necessarily my own club, but realize that there's something going on. There's something lingering in the air and someone's really not in the greatest of moods.
Yeah.
That doesn't come across as good customer service.
No, not
at times. So I think from a pro shop perspective, understanding that it is a business and that people are going to read your first impressions quite strongly.
Definitely.
So if you're not going to sell yourself, how are you going to sell the golf club?
Yeah.
Or the pro shop?
It's the first point of call for every visitor or every member every day.
Yeah.
You're walking through the pro shop doors.
Yeah.
Car park, pro shop, check in, go out.
Yeah.
And even over the weekends, the office isn't open. We're the ones dealing with membership, with people walking off the street. So it's like, you're not only there for golf, you also got to sell the club.
Yep.
And you want that first interaction to be a positive one.
Yep.
Yeah. So, one thing that I was taught real early on is doesn't matter how you feel.
Yep.
That's how that person reacts when you walk in.
Correct.
So, put that aside.
That's it.
Do your job.
And I'm fortunate that I've gotten to a stage now, and it definitely wasn't like this originally when I first started coming to Rosanna with Jolie, just, because I barely knew you at the start.
Yeah.
When I first got introduced to you, it was kind of like, oh, it's just Joel's mate coming to, steal more golf and go play more holes and all that kind of shit. Who's this bloke? And over the course of that first year, we've developed a bit of a friendship, and now here we are, 3 years later.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've started to, crack that barrier with Luke in the last 12 months.
Yep.
And that was the big one because he's the boss. He's the head of honcho. So if you can crack that, and it helps that, I'm there a lot and, spend a bit of cash, buy a drink out of the, fridge or whatever. Yep. It all helps.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to keep coming back. He's going to treat us with respect, keep him happy. Everyone's happy.
Yeah.
So I like that. But no, yes, positivity, it goes a long way just in every pro shop.
Yeah.
My question for you, Marcus, before we get out of here, we've been here a long time. I've been taking up way too much of your time. Joel's obviously starting next season or full time on the tour.
Yep.
Have you got plans to caddy for him on a more regular basis, or is it something that you will just fit in sort of where you can?
I probably will in his Victorian events.
Yep.
It's a bit hard to get to interstate.
Mm-hmm.
The other hard part to it is those events are being played at my busiest time.
Yep.
October, November, golf's booming. Like the lead up to the Oz Open, Oz PGA, everyone's talking about it. The PGA is moving to Sydney. First time in like 26 years or something. It's moving out of Brisbane. So there's a lot of hype around that. Rory's coming back. There's probably going to be some other memes coming back. So everyone's talking about golf.
Yep.
So many kids at the Oz Open this year. It was awesome to see.
It was so good to see.
It was so good to see. So like trying to capitalize on that for your work and then balance out playing. And if it's, if it's one round, it's okay. You take off a day of work, but it's 4 days. Potentially 4 days. Hopefully it's 4 days.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's still at the point in Joel's career where he's not going to earn enough money to pay me. So I do it as being his mate, being his friend, being his
volunteering,
caddy, being his coach. So yeah. But again, you never know. He gets partnered up with Rory. He gets to spend a day with Rory. Like that'd be unreal. The amount of value out of that can't come from coaching people throughout that day. So there are positives both ways, and I look at it that way. It's like I'm not losing out. I'm just learning.
Yep.
So I treat it like that.
Oh, very good. That's a great answer. It's a great way to put it as well. And the beauty of Joel's team is that, you've been on the bag a number of times. The next call up would be his old man or Luke. And then, whoever else. If no one's available, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
But no, I think things are moving in the right direction, obviously. It's been a great couple of weeks for us in his team. And mate, I can't thank you enough for all the work that you've put in with him and with myself as well. And mate, it's just one big happy family at the moment, isn't it?
Exactly. Let's keep it that way.
That's it. Marcus, thank you very much for coming in. Really do appreciate you sitting in for Jolly. It's always nice knowing that I can rely on you at least when Joel's not here.
That's true.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, be sure to go and follow Marcus on Instagram. His details will be down in the description while you're there. And check him out. All your coaching needs. Trust me when I say it, he's fantastic when it comes to coaching. So
just one lesson.
Just dabble. Dip the toe in.
Yeah.
And then buy a package afterwards.
Yes.
That's it. Other than that, while you're down in the description, be sure to head to our Instagram, our TikTok, our Spotify. Follow us on all 3 platforms. Subscribe on YouTube. Hit the like button. Share it with your friends. Send us a DM. Let Joel know how shit he is at golf because he's very bad.
And his haircut.
sucks. Haircut sucks. Other than that, hit the golf ball very well. Throw the darts even better. We'll see you next week. Thank you, Marcus. Cheers.